Hello world, my name is Keon, and time for another informal update on this project. So I've been tinkering around with some stuff, and this is completely new to me. This whole like real-time viewport render, cause I was messing around and I remember back in the day I would like render something. I haven't done it in a while because there's no point in rendering while you're modeling, but I just wanted to see what the new render modes look like, and I didn't realize that if you leave this here long enough with realistic settings on, it it renders like in the viewport. And even cooler is like if I take off edge faces, you probably might not be able to tell through the video, but it even anti-aliases, and I'm like, what? That's crazy. But that has nothing to do with what's going on right now. Obviously, there's no diffuse balancing going on. I don't even know if I could change the settings, but again, it's not important for what I'm doing right now. What is important is showing you guys what I've been working on. So, school started this week. Haven't had much time to actually focus on this. Um, I'm missing a few big pieces for the block out, but most importantly, I feel like my proportions are off. Because if we come over here and look at the concept art, there's a lot more space between the ceiling and the door, and there's a lot more space over here. So I'm going to have to fix that. But first, let me show y'all a cool trick that I wanted to show y'all before. Okay, so let me isolate this guy because he's kind of a badass. So here is a beam that I'm working on that will go across the ceiling and through the walls. And it was kind of fun making this because it got me reacquainted with some tools that I had. Man, my microphone cord's really short. Got me reacquainted with some tools I hadn't used in a while. Let me take off realistic because that crap gets annoying. But as you can see, at the basic level, it's just this. And even cooler was how I made this. Like I wanted to get this in there, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. Let me fix this real quick. So I want this to have a corner. In fact, I probably should have thought about that before I made the what's it called? I'm having a hard time thinking of the name. The hinge. There we go. The hinge. So let's make this planar real quick. Are you X, Y? I think it's Y. Yeah, it's Y. It's Y. And you guys are Z. No, you pirate whore. Whoops. I don't do expert mode. I'm too afraid to do extra expert mode. God damn it, I cannot speak this morning. Alright, so let's move this up a little bit to the nearest 16th, and that should be good. 320 it is. So that's, I should have explained that. These are like really informal, so I'm not even like trying to teach, to be honest with you. But I really should be explaining what I did. So what I did is I selected a few edge faces and made them, uh, why won't you undo? Hold on, Control Z. Okay. And made them, I cannot think right now. Made them, planar. There we go. That's the word I'm thinking of. So that way they'd be, god damn it, flat. And I'm not even going to mess with this right now in front of you guys because it is actually kind of embarrassing at this point. But that way it would fit, the back would fit into a corner, but this front part, you know, front part I don't really care too much about. In fact, it looks all kind of effed up. Yeah, I'll fix this later. What I wanted to show you guys was this hinge. This hinge, kind of high poly right now. I'm going to clean that up right now, real quick. Was really, really easy to make, and right now it's giving me all kinds of problems. Okay, so right now I have a normal map problem. Not entirely sure why. Let's try to select some vertices. It's saying I have one object selected, and that is true. So let's try to auto smooth again, see if that fixes the problem. You want to keep, oh yeah, so that fixed the problem. Sometimes when you see an artifact like that, what's going on there is you'll have too many verts on top of each other, and some of them don't make sense. It's hard to explain right now, and I'll probably show you an example in a second, but bear with me. And since this is going into a game engine, a decently ran, I don't know what the hell is going on here though. It's always important to check for artifacts like this. This is effing weird. Whatevs. Anyways, wanted to fuse these guys together. Yeah, Alright, because see right there, that's potential for screw up. But it says only have one vertex selected, vertex number 10, which is odd. And now, so when I select multiple vertices, you know, it says 4 vertices selected. So I'm just going to weld these together. I said I'm just going to weld these together. There we go. That's alright. And is that correct? That is correct. Alright. And I can probably get away with welding these together too. Let's see. I'm going to do target weld. That way I could... Yeah, that worked out just fine. Okay, cool. So I decreased my triangle count by a little bit. But what I wanted to show y'all was how I ended... Oh, here we go. Got some errors over here. Might as well. Right? Alright. Now, you're probably freaking out, some of you people who are new to 3D modeling, because I have triangles. Fear not. For the most part, I am done with the modeling. Just got to make a few fixes up here. The reason why I'm not freaking out, let me take this off, is because I probably said this before, and I'm probably just repeating something that's you're already familiar with. But triangles aren't a bad thing. In fact, triangles are what makes video games go around. Because everything's converted into triangles eventually. Everything. Why do you look... Oh, because you're high. He's high. Alright, so let me... Okay, that makes sense then. He's off by a bit. Just a bit, though. And if I need to make any adjustments, I'll adjust that later. Okay, so everything's perfect now. And you're in a good spot. No, that's too bad. That's fine, though. Yeah. I hope that's correct. God, I hope that's correct. Anyway, so... making this thing. That's correct. I could actually... You know what? Screw it. I'll mess with that later. I need to show you guys something. So, what I did was I wanted to have a curve here. And... how long is this going on? Because I feel like I wasted enough time. 7 minutes? Yeah, that's a lot of time wasted. So, as you see, like, whenever I get out of the menu, get out of selection, you know, it looks fully complete. My plan is to unwrap it to where, like, this takes up the edge of the end space, the edge of the UV space, so that way I can mirror it over and have it kind of be, like, tileable and borderline seamless. I don't even know how I'm going to do that yet because I haven't unwrapped anything in a while. But hopefully it won't be as bad as I'm thinking in my head. And the way I made it look like this is, I'm going to delete these. I'm just using these for demonstration purposes now. What's cool about this is, let's say, I'm going to do an example right now. Let's make a plane. A regular humdrum plane. And I'm just going to delete all of that. And then let's make an editable poly. Do some swift looping. Alright, yeah. Okay, I hate your color. Like, badly. Like, really badly. Come on. Quit being a whore. Quit being a whore. 3D Studio Max. Why? What did I ever do to you? It's fine. It's totally fine. It's probably payback for ignoring it all those years. I'm sorry. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this until it works itself out. If it decides to work itself out. I'm kind of upset because I didn't get a chance to save any of my beam stuff. But I'll be right back. Great news, everybody. None of my work recorded. So let's start from scratch. Alright, so, whoops. That is a box. We don't need a box. We need a hooker. Kidding. Kidding. Don't take that seriously. Alright, so isolate selection. I feel like there's a shortcut for this, but I can't think of it right now. I'm lightheaded. Alright, so we just made a very ugly plane. A very plain plane. Make it more boxy. No, no, no. And I guess just to add some irregularity, I'll add noise to it. It's just so I can show you what I'm working with. Ooh, baby. And so this is only to add irregularity on a flat level. If I want, oh, okay. So here's one I want to show you real quick. You see that? That's what I was talking about earlier. Now let's convert this to an editable poly. Uh, Whoops. Add the edit poly thing. Really? Okay. And then collapse all. So now look at what's going on here. This is bad. This is terrible. Because what's going to happen is once you start modeling or extruding shapes out, first off, there's no reason for this. This is like not even noob level crap. That's atrocious. Uh, like the best way to fix, the absolute best way to do anything, to be honest with you, is to fix it by hand. But if you just want to, do a quick thing, you could always add a relax modifier, which is extremely helpful for situations like this. And I think if you're working with a plane, I need to just type R. There we go. If you're working with a plane, it'll keep the boundaries fixed for you. So that way you're not having to worry about things going everywhere. So for the most part, it's fixed. So we could collapse all that. I just gotta fix this polygon right here, and it's good to go. Yeah, it's all. Wait, actually, you know what? Nah. Sorry, I'm like getting way off track, but I'm like remembering stuff as I go along. So you see how it's like just you got that one triangle just jutting out. You can select the whole mesh and hit retriangulate, and that'll fix that. Because here's what's going on right now. Okay, so this is why I was telling you why triangles are important. Every polygon, every quad, is made up of two triangles. You can't see them by default, but if you want to, you could go to edit triangulation and you'll see the triangles that make up each polygon. So what's going on here is the triangles are formed between three vertices, or three edges if you want. I don't care how you set it up. I feel like three vertices works better. And what's going on is that there's a triangle between these three vertices, and there's a triangle trying to be formed between these three vertices. 1, 2, 3. So what's going on is we have this really weird looking triangle thing. We can either edit this by hand by connecting those two, which is pretty much what edit triangulate retriangulate does. It looks for anything that's retarded, or you can just hit retriangulate and it'll fix everything for you automatically. So you see that subtle change? Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. What I want to do before I proceed is flatten out one of these edges. So let's go hunting for some edges. And that is not good. That's better. So now what we have is we have that edge, right? And everybody knows there's two ways you could do this. I like doing shell, but since we don't want to leave, I don't want to leave this right now. We could do extrude, and we could just extrude that out. The reason I don't like extrude is because it leaves that cap open. You could easily recap that, and I just realized I'm modeling in shaded mode right now. You could easily recap that, but shell just kind of does it for you. So we got that going on, right? Right, good. You're keeping up. So now here's how I made that thing I did, that little curve. It's so cool, so easy too. That's the fun part. 3D. I feel like 3D Studio Max is more for noobs, and Maya might be for the experts. I don't know. I'm afraid of Maya. Haven't tried it yet. But hinge from edge. So what you want to do is you don't want to click this. Never click that. If you can, try to click the box, unless you just you don't mind going raw. So we hinge from edge, and we hit this guy so we could pick an edge. I picked this guy, and you see that? See that right there? It did something beautiful. So now we could do like let's put this at 180, right? And you see how stupid it looks, having the same problem we had before, but this time it won't be fixable. So we add more segments, and there we go. We have our super sexy curve. Now, here's one thing that we could also do. So let's add that. Let's just say we're okay with that, right? and then we go to the border, set, drag that down so we could give this guy a little bit of length. Now we add the symmetry modifier, which is so cool. If you just want to make, like, if you wanted to make curved archways, this is a good way to do it. But if you wanted to make angular archways, like you see above a door, I don't even think I could call them arches. But the symmetry modifier is the best way to do that, and here's why. So symmetry, in short, what it does is that it mirrors something and welds the UVs together. So by default, it's mirroring along the x-axis and welding those UVs together. We don't want it to do that. We want it to mirror along the z-axis. Okay, cool, right? But we could take that even further. We can control the actual mirror and drag it wherever we want. So even more interesting is we can also rotate it. So that's what I'm going to do now. Rotate this at a 45-degree angle. And boom shakalaka. We got something interesting and probably not even usable without even trying. Now, it's kind of chugging now. Do take heed how many polygons you're using. Why are you not focusing? Okay, I'm confused. But anyways, take the snap off. Snap is just the worst effing thing. So yeah. Oh, that's what happened because that guy is all the way over there. Okay, no, that's cool. Put it back over here. There we go. You don't need to be all the way over there. Freaking snap just F's everything up. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. We got an interesting shape without doing really much anything. So now we could just do whatever we want from here. But as for my level, hopefully I'll get more progress on it. Hopefully. It's actually more challenging than I thought it would be. But here's the sad thing. I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't think I'd be able to do it. Like, I thought it would be easy, so that's why I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? But enough of that. This journal is done. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, go ahead and like it. Formal tutorials will probably be resuming once I'm going through a lot of things right now. School, work, and potential job opportunity. So I'm unrealistically busy. But hopefully that won't be a problem. Until then, until next time, folks, I hope y'all take care. Oh, crap, no. What am I saying? I can't say bye yet. These proportions are all wrong. So here's what we're going to do about that. We are... Okay, so as I showed in my reference video, reference picture, I'm not a fan of the proportions. The proportions make me feel funny inside. And it's not showing the picture because it just doesn't feel like showing the picture. Okay, cool. You're cool. Damn it to hell. Now I gotta find it. Give me 1 second, guys. Not sure why I decided to do that. Damn you, you whore. Alright, so there's a little bit more space over here and definitely a lot more space above the wall than what my current model looks like. So here's how I'm going to fix that really quickly because I keep messing things up. We're going to use the FFD modifier, baby. Haha. And we're going to use box because we don't need anything too complicated. Set number of points. I'm just going to set this to the minimum. So that way I could just change what I need to change. And we're going to select the control points. Now you see it copying to all these other ones. That's because these are all instances. So that's good for me anyway. Maybe not for you, but for me. So we see that on the x-axis, this guy is at 200 and something. Let's drag him out to, and I gotta make sure it is at least somewhat divisible by 16 because I like working with 16s. I wish I could do this math in my head like really easily. Oh, you know what? That's irrelevant though because I don't know where this guy's at. Okay, Keon, you're onto something. Yep, way off. 96, 112. There we go. So we fixed that little error. So it's 112 above on the positive x-axis, and it's probably going to be, as long as it's divisible by 16 again, that I'm cool with that. So, you know what? 256. 256 is a perfect number. So we push that back a little bit. So now we got that space that I wanted. Right? Right? But here's the other problem. This guy's too short. Aw, damn, son. How do you make that so short? I don't know, son. What can we do to fix it? Shit. I got you, son. All we gotta do is fucking love 3 Studio Max. Profanity. I'm sorry. Hope you're 18 or older, because you will never hear the F word before you're age 18. Ever in your life. So we're gonna drag this guy on down. If I recall correctly, I can actually use snap okay in this view, but in every other view it's kind of ass. Okay, what the hell was... Oh, you know what? I didn't update. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And so now we got a floor longer. But wait, Keon. Shouldn't the floor be longer along this way too? I don't know. Let's double check. That's what we got references for. You know what? That slope is kind of looking long now that I think about it. In fact, let me move this off to the side so I can get a good look at it. You guys won't be able to see it anymore, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, that slope is looking mad deep, son. So let's fix that ish. So that one's going to be a little bit trickier actually, cause sorry, Bezier points and all that fun stuff. But it's not impossible. You know, all you gotta do is drag it out a little bit. See what I'm saying? So that, because I have multiple points and like multiple axes, the best thing for me to do would be to move it based on. In fact, I think F12 lets me do this. Maybe I can add 5 feet. Now that I think about it. Ooh! Oh, that's the z-axis. You don't want to do that. Ah, it's disgusting. Okay. There we go. Ah, so beautiful. I love the FFD modifier. It makes you, allows you to make quick changes without really screwing up your entire mesh. So that's pretty much it, folks. Hopefully the next time I see you, or you hear me, because I can't really see you right now, I'll have made some progress. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on with my recording. Alright, folks, I gotta stop it now. It's saying that I've only been recording for 45 seconds. That doesn't make any sense because I've been talking for a really long time. So I will see you all later, okay? Okay, love you. Bye.